line, George.
Time now for a special ESPN Wisconsin.
That was ugly.
Win or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game. Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up. Yes, he made it. Yes, reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my stat. First title in program history.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer. Wow. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Day number 2 of the 60Eight basketball tournament. We had 2 games last night. We'll have 4 more for you today. I'm Hunter Vaughn, courtside here at Madison College with the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow, and we get things kicked off today with showcase game number 1, a top 10 battle between the 6th-ranked Stoughton Vikings and the 3rd-ranked Oshkosh North Spartans. As this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. For 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at zimbrickhonda.com. So, Dennis, I was going to start off talking about the local team here in Madison, in the Madison area, the Stoughton Vikings, but just as we were going on the air, we had a couple of special guests show up again today. They were here last night to see Lakeville North take on Verona, and that would be Wisconsin Badgers men's basketball coach Greg Gard, as well as assistant coach Joe Krabanoff. So we're going to start with the Oshkosh North Spartans then, Dennis. As you know, they're here to see their recruit, the junior 6'6" forward, Zavon Mitchell, who has just been spectacular this year. He's averaging over 24 points a game for the Spartans.
And I just got bumped by Tom Oates coming in. Somebody punched me. Who's that? Oates's in the house. Yeah, you talked about the big dogs. He's a big dog, former columnist for the State Journal. Xavier Mitchell, 26 points, 7 boards a game, shooting 80% from the free throw line. Yeah, he's Wisconsin is in his wheelhouse as far as a recruit. So I'm sure I saw him up at Appleton this summer, and the coaches were up there watching him as well. First team all-conference, first team all-state last year, an aggressive athlete. He is a gym rat, as is Stevie Clark, his running mate, 2 20-point game scores. They're really going to look to the big dogs today because 2 of their starters, Carter Strange, broke his possible fractured wrist last night in their loss to Appleton North. And Jackson Anderson, another starter, has been out, missed last night's game due to a possible ankle or an Achilles injury. So 3 of the 5 starters are here, but when you got 2 in Clark, averaging almost 15 points a game, a D1 recruit, and Xavier Mitchell. Clark, by the way, is going to Colgate next year. And then Mitchell, that might be a lot, right? Yeah. 1-2 punch. That's going to be a handful for the Vikings.
But the Vikings do have a 3-headed monster of some double-digit scores of their own with Sawyer Shipper. He's averaging just over 10 points a game. Jacob Hibner just over 11.5. And then, of course, Ty Fernholz, who has 16 points per game so far on the year. So this Stoughton Vikings team, they're not intimidated by a very good Oshkosh North squad.
No, that's one of the problems North is going to have to worry about. 3 really good guards, but it's their post players that have done such a good job. Carter Sullivan and Ben Harmon came off the bench on Thursday against Pewaukee. 15 points, 15 rebounds. And if you take a look at the Stoughton lineup, a lot of those names are familiar because we saw them in their run to the third level state quarterfinals of football. Harmon was an all-region defensive end, and Schipper was an all-conference defensive back. Fernholz was the quarterback a year ago, but this year he opted because he's going to Michigan Tech to not play football. But it's going to be a physical game on both sides, and the starting quarterback, Bryce Ott, is in the starting lineup for Oshkosh. So I think we can see some physicality on the court.
Just a little bit of physicality potentially here in the 608 basketball tournament. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. When we come back, opening tip-off of the showcase game in the 608 tournament here at Madison College.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here. For the best Southwestern food in the Madison area, it's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at Pasquale'sCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Ho, 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 I need a window.
Baby, it's cold outside.
So where do I go? Ho, ho.
Come on, Santa. Go to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Now is the time to replace your leaky windows and doors. You and Mrs. Claus can get your new windows while putting no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 18 months. Unwrap this gift now, but pay for it later.
More jingle that stays in my pocket.
That's right, Santa. Plus, our elves install year-round and in as little as 1 day. Pella offers lines in luxurious wood to fiberglass and vinyl.
Why not make a New Year's resolution today?
That's the spirit, Santa.
Pella now, pay later.
Absolutely. Put no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 18 months. But you have to hurry. Offer ends December 31st. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. See showroom for details. Offer ends 12/31/2023.
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Big trucks can cause big damage. Injuries can be severe and may require a lifetime of care and compensation. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We can help you from the safety and comfort of your own home. Our virtual sign-up process is quick and easy. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Judgmental Jim Rutledge, man-child Matt Hamilton, Rutledge and Hamilton.
I've been attacked by cattle. I almost got killed by one.
What happened?
So I'm handling the calf. Next thing, the bull came from behind me, smoked me in the ribs, and just started digging at my heart.
Did that bull turn into steaks?
I shot that bull 2 days later.
Rutledge and Hamilton presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6. Also brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Metro Kia of Madison, and Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is the 608 basketball tournament on ESPN Madison and Wisconsin On Demand.
Tip-off is moments away here in the 608 basketball tournament, and we've got a little bit of breaking news here. Carter Strange for Oshkosh North, Dennis. We thought he might not play because of a wrist injury. No. He's got his wrist taped up, and he's starting tonight.
No, he's the one with the Strange, I believe, is. Yeah, it is the wrist injury. So the other guard, Anderson, has with the ankle. He probably will not play, but yeah, they thought it might be fractured, but it must have been an X-ray taken before they left town. That's
Mitchell
good.
And Oshkosh North win the tip. Clark will bring it across the midline, dribbling between his legs, and the Spartans all white jerseys with green numbers and green and white checkerboard up the side. Ott will fire up a corner three to start. No good. Rebound for the Vikings. Fernholz holds up at the midline, then gets it across to Hibner. Hibner down to Schipper in the corner, back to Hibner, right wing. Schipper, far corner, cross court to Fernholz, left free throw line extended quickly inside, and then a mid-range jumper, no good from the Vikings. Rebound by the Spartans and Clark. Clark up ahead to Mitchell on the left wing. He drives baseline, tries the floater, no good. Rebound put back, no good again from North. North keeps control though in the corner. Back out to Clark. Clark left wing. Wanted to try an attack, hands it off to Ott, right of the point. Now he hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell shot fake, goes into the elbow, lobs it inside. That's batted away. Ball's rattled around, picked up by the Vikings. Still 0-0. So we're just over a minute into this one.
Schipper, an all-conference defensive back. You expect him to be one of the best defenders on the court. He had that last steal.
Three attempt, no good from Fernholz. Rebound, though, back to the Vikings. They shoot up another three, no good. Still scoreless. Rebound for the Spartans, going quickly. Mitchell right-handed in for the first bucket of the ball game. Xavion Mitchell gets the first score. Vikings working around the perimeter. Schipper fires up a three off the front of the iron, no good. Ball's on the floor, picked up by the Spartans. Mitchell down the floor, two-hand slam.
45
4 early points for Mitchell.
45 seconds for our first dunk of the night.
The Vikings trying to slow it down. Schipper up top, pulls it out for Hibner, who fires up a three, too strong off the backboard. Mitchell gets the rebound and is running. Mitchell on the right side, hasn't batted away, is able to pick it back up, tried to get it out to Ott on the free throw line, but it went out of bounds off of the Vikings. So it'll stay with Oshkosh North, who lead 4-0 with 15:51 to go in the first half.
John Brown first sub in for Stoughton, coming in for Carter Sullivan.
Clark up top, Ott left wing now, back to Clark on the right wing. Drives baseline, gets cut off, wants to try and spin, double team, able to split it, and the floater is good. 6-0 now. Spartans on top of the Vikings.
All 6 points in the paint.
Brown on the far low block, loses the ball, picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell quickly ahead to Clark. Clark hesitates and is fouled on the layup attempt. So there's our first foul. That's going to go against zero. Sawyer Schipper, his first foul, and the first foul of the game. Spartans lead 6-0. 15:20 to go. Stevie Clark at the line. Off the front rim and no good for Stevie Clark. We mentioned it in the pregame show, Dennis, but Stevie Clark committed to go to Colgate, school that Badger fans are familiar with. Gave him some troubles in the NCAA tournament a few years ago. Clark able to hit the second one. He's got 3 of the 7 points for the Spartans, who lead 7-0, 15:15 to go in the first half. Schipper right of the point, Double team, skips it inside. Fernholz a floater from 8 feet, and that rattles around and in. Ty Fernholz gets his first points for the Vikings. And North working it around down low, and it goes out of bounds. And we also, Dennis, had our first player try to check in with us.
Yes.
Got to go about 6 feet down the table to check in.
Well, you're supposed to report to the guy wearing the striped shirt, which is right to my left. But they always want to come to the first piece and they see. Well, there's not a lot of room here on the scorers table, too, between that and the court. So they usually end up going back, sitting by their bench.
Shipper left wing. The Spartans running a 1-3-1 zone, trying to trap up top. Fernholz looked at a 3, decides against it. Shipper's pass fake, fires up a 3, no good off the front iron. Rebound Vikings out to Fernholz. He puts up a 3. That long rebound goes to the near sideline and is out, and it will stay with the Vikings. So this 1-3-1 zone early on, giving the Vikings some troubles here, Dennis.
Yeah, they're going to play it primarily man-to-man and some 1-3-1. They'll do a little bit of full court press to shake things up. But with the 3 great shooting guards, you want to see if Stoughton's going to be able to put some in the hole, because they live by the 3 and die by the 3.
Fernholz, as you say it, buries a 3. He has all 5 of the Vikings' points. They trail 7-5 with 14:10 to go in the half.
He made 9 of 12 in their regional win over Mount Horeb last year. Shooting 45% from three-point range this year.
Clark, top of the key, over to the right side for the other Clark, Dalton Clark. Mitchell puts up a 3. Xavion Mitchell with 7 of the 10 points, and suddenly it's a 5-point lead for the Spartans.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That's a Strofer line.
The Vikings trying to work it around the perimeter, and there's going to be a foul called against Stevie Clark. He saw an open Ethan Zawicki in the right corner, and he went charging out there. And the shot fake sent his hip into the head of Zawicki, but he's okay. So Brown will be inbounding for the Stoughton Vikings on the far sideline. Shipper up top. And here comes the trap. He picks up his dribble, able to get a skip pass out for Fernholz. Fires up a 3. That rattles out. No good. Rebound down low will be a jump ball. As Harmon and Ott were fighting for it down low.
That's a defensive end and a quarterback. D-end's going to win that one.
Yeah. Vikings now inbounding on their own baseline underneath the basket. Shipper wanted a 3, decides to pass it off to Fernholz. Shipper up top, drives into the lane, has the ball batted into his waist, but is able to fight through it and lay it in. Sawyer Shipper now with his first score. He's the first Viking to score other than Ty Fernholz as the Vikings trail the Spartans 10-7.
It's a great left-handed layup.
And the shot attempt no good from Oshkosh North. Vikings with it. Shipper handing off, Fernholz handing off to Shipper. Spartans, though, can't control the rebound. And we've had 2 players for Stoughton try to check in with us. Just have to point down to the official that's down the way. Fernholz will be inbounding underneath his basket. Brown up top. Off to Hibner, right wing. Hibner drives to the elbow. Skip pass down low. Back up to Fernholz. Fernholz goes in. Kicks it out for Hibner. Hibner off the rim. No good. Rebound, though, for Stoughton, and Carter Sullivan lays it in. Now only trailing by 1, 10-9. Xavion Mitchell driving baseline, kicks it out. Shot is blocked for Coleman. Oshkosh North able to control, though. Mitchell, triple team, kicks it outside. Strange driving into the paint, the hop step, no good. Rebound for the Vikings. Quickly ahead, Brown. Brown can't get through the, and he's fouled on the layup attempt. Xavion Mitchell kind of tilted his head at the official. Didn't like that call, but it will be a foul on Xavion Mitchell, his first foul, second team foul with 12:01 to go. And LaShawn Brown heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, Brown with a nice block on the other end, then hustled down the court, tacked the rim, and drew the foul.
And his first free throw goes all the way around the rim, but just can't drop. Brown will get one more, though. Chance to tie the game up at 10 apiece with 12:01 to go in the first half of the 608 tournament showcase game. And Brown knocks down the second one for his first point, and we're knotted up at 10 apiece. Stevie Clark, right-handed dribble, crossing the center line, raises his left hand above his head to set up the offense. Goes to the right wing, hands it off to Ott between the circles. Ott holds the ball at his waist. Strange right wing. Strange back to Ott up top. Ott to the Stoyevich. Stoyevich to Clark at the top of the key. He dribbles back between his legs over to Strange, right corner. Strange lobs it into Ott on the low block, who gets double teamed, gives it back off to Strange. Strange can't make the layup. Vikings going the other way. Fernholz into the far corner, gets double teamed, has to kick it back out. Brown can't control it, able to finally get it, and he's able to get it to his teammate in Zawicki. But then the Vikings lose control. Clark quickly the other way. Clark all the way down to the baseline, turnaround, fadeaway jumper, and that rattles home from 10 feet for Stevie Clark.
That's the shot of a gym rat. He's made that a lot of times in an open gym.
Hibner, left wing. Spartans going back to that 1-3-1, skip pass to the corner to Zawicki, and Zawicki stepped on the sideline, so it's a turnover for the Vikings. With 10:51 to go, Canopy Wealth Management has a balanced approach to help guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape throughout your family's financial planning journey. They will serve as a partner, advocate, and steward to help achieve your goals with confidence. At Canopy Wealth Management, they believe that values matter and strengthen the community. When you work with Canopy, care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Shot attempt, no good. Off of the baseline.
Number one key in this game coming in was for Stoughton was to shut down the top two scorers, Mitchell and Clark, or at least not to let anybody else go off. Right now, all 12 points. 7 for Mitchell, 5 for Clark, nothing for the rest of the team.
Fernholz, right wing, able to get it down baseline, and the hoop and the harm for Mason Richter. Mason Richter took the contact, able to get the shot up still. He'll head to the line for one more to try and give the Vikings their first lead of the game with 10:21 to go. And it is good for Mason Richter.
3-point play in their first lead.
13-12 with 10:15 to go in the first half. Stoughton leading Oshkosh North. Clark, right free throw line extended. Dribbles to his left to the elbow, kicks it out to the corner, and back around the horn. Stoyevich to Mitchell, right wing. Mitchell drives to the elbow, pulls up from 15, no good. Tried to chase down his own rebound, and he does. Xavion Mitchell now with 14 points. Or excuse me, 9 points. I misread my tally marks there, Dennis. My bad. Oshkosh North has 14 points. Hibner down low has his shot blocked. He hits the deck, no call. Mitchell nearly has the ball stripped away, but there's going to be a foul at midcourt. So 9:35. Ben Harmon picks up his first foul. Second foul for team foul for Stoughton.
Just a combined 5 fouls here for the first almost 9 minutes, so they're letting them play here. Good physical game.
Which we said it might be with a lot of football players for both of these teams playing basketball as well. Clark for the Spartans conducting the offense. Gives it to Rohr, back to Clark between the circles. Stoyevich loses the ball, and he is able to control it on the sideline. Schipper intercepts it, though. He goes the other way, hesitates, right hand off the glass, and good for Sawyer Schipper. He's got 4 points now. 15-14, Stoughton on top. Mitchell, left wing, hesitates, Pass is deflected out of bounds, so it'll stay with Oshkosh North with 9:05 to go. The Spartans trying to figure out who's going to be inbounding it. It will be Rohr on the baseline. Lobs it out to Clark up top. Dribbles to his left. He's defended by Shipper. Ott left wing. Mitchell fires up a three off the right iron. No good. Rebound for the Spartans. Clark now into the paint. Dribbling around. Has it poked away. Rohr able to maintain it. Stoyevich near corner. Now back to Clark, who backs it back out. Will reset his offense. Rohr left wing. Down to the far corner to Ott. Ott wanted to lob it into Mitchell. Couldn't do it though. Stoyevich fires up a three. Nothing but net for Stefan Stoyevich. 17-15 Spartans lead the Vikings. Shipper dribbling between his legs. Tried to drive into the paint, but it goes out. It'll be out off of Oshkosh North. There's some substitutions now for the Vikings with 8:17 to go in the first half. Sutton lobbing it in for Harmon. Harmon wanted to set a screen for Hibner. Hibner didn't take it though. Baseline goes Sullivan and he lays it in. Carter Sullivan with 4 points now. We're knotted up at 17 apiece. Clark goes baseline in a two-handed slam. Thought he was going to just slow down and set up the offense, and all of a sudden accelerated baseline for the dunk. We've got 2 dunks from Oshkosh North now in this first half.
One for each of the Stars. That's fitting.
Sullivan tried to get it to Harmon. Harmon loses it up to Mitchell, but then Mitchell has it poked away. Shipper picks it up. Shipper quickly into the paint, hesitates, pulls up from 13, and that rattles home for Sawyer Shipper. And there's a timeout on the floor. 7:28 to go in this first half. We'll take a quick break. This is the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
19-19 our score with 7:28 to go between Oshkosh North and Stoughton. And Stoughton Health provides trusted care close to home. They're proud to support all of the area's student athletes and wish them all the best this season. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more. Xavion Mitchell will now set up the offense for Oshkosh North, going from left to right as we see things here at Madison College. Gives it to Rohr, left wing, back to Mitchell. Started to his right, then cuts back left. Rohr is going to fire up a three. That's no good from Rohr. Vikings quickly back the other way. Sullivan got out ahead of everyone and lays it in. He's got 6 points. 21-19 Vikings lead.
A little left-handed baby hook there coming off the break.
Rohr into Ott. Ott left-handed and good. Bryce Ott with his first score. Shipper left of the point. Dribbling to his right. Fernholz now. Goes into Sullivan. Sullivan to Harmon. Harmon has to kick it back out. Sutton fires up a three, no good. Rebound battled for down low. Vikings get it, but the shot was blocked for Sullivan. Mitchell with the block. Getting it quickly up ahead. And then they'll slow things down. Rohr will fire up a three, and that is good. Max Rohr, his first score. It's 24-21 now. 6:10 remaining in the first half. Oshkosh North leads Stoughton. Shipper skipped it inside, wanted to try and get it back out, did Harmon, but then it turns it over for Rohr. Rohr circles back on the left wing, down to Mitchell, baseline.
And drew a foul.
And there's a foul for Ben Harmon.
That's his second foul now for Ben Harmon. As we're into 6 minutes left in this first half. So Dennis, we've seen it's been a mix of physical play, but then a lot of fast break and quick offense for both of these teams.
Oshkosh likes the pace. They want to push the pace a little bit. Stoughton has to worry about turnovers, but they're holding their own because they're forcing turnovers on their end, and they're pushing the pace just as well.
Spartans work around the perimeter. Strange up top. Now Coleman right wing. Coleman defended by Brown. Coleman wanted to try and get it to Owen Weber, the coach's kid, but it went through his hands, and it'll be another turnover for the Spartans.
Interesting enough, this is the third game of the week for both teams. Stoughton played Thursday against Pewaukee, and Oshkosh North had a conference game. First 4 games of the year, all conference games for the Spartans.
Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot from teams, but the FVA decided to do it this year.
Well, normally they have a holiday tournament. He said they couldn't get anybody to come to Oshkosh for it, so had to open up with all conference.
And there'll be a travel called as Strange tried to drive in, but just got a little too quick with his feet there and turned the ball over.
Woof, walking the dogs.
And that's probably one of the more understandable mistakes. You just want to get going, and then you forget, oh, I have to move my feet, too, here with the dribble.
Let's got to put the ball down there first.
Shipper between the circles. Oshkosh North showing a 3-2 zone. And Shipper left wing. Fernholz faked a 3 at the top of the key, skips it inside for Sullivan. Sullivan turning around, too strong off the back iron. Rebound for Mitchell and the Spartans.
Good post-entry pass there.
Weber
travels.
He got that pass,
2 in a row.
stopped for a second, and then picked up his feet before he started his dribble. It's 24-21.
And Coach, this is rare we got the same last name, Coach Weber, Coach Brad Weber for Oshkosh. Their number 1 key of the game, turnovers. No wasted possessions. You want to make the right reads that time. Walking the dogs again.
Fernholz pulling up from the mid-range, buries the jumper. 24-23, Oshkosh North leading. And they'll extend their lead on a 3 from Dalton Clark on the wing. 27-23 now. Fernholz, left wing, walking it up slowly. Stops at the top of the key. Wanted either Jacob Hibner or LaShawn Brown. They were both in that near corner, but it just went over both of their
Neither
heads.
one couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Maybe if they were about 5 inches taller.
Yeah, you know, just make LaShawn Brown 6'7", and then you'd have no problem with that for the 6'2" guard. Stevie Clark with the ball for North as he slowly walks across the midline with 3:40 to go, leading by 4. Mitchell, left wing, with his back to the basket. Now he turns it around, dribbles between his legs, picks up the ball over to Ott in the far corner. Back to Mitchell, shot fake. It goes between his legs, into the elbow, fires out for Ott on the corner. Off the front iron, rebound for the Vikings, who nearly lose it. Shipper has to hand it off to Fernholz. Shipper with it again. Left wing, over to Fernholz, fires up a deep 3 off the left iron, no good. Rebound, Strange and the Spartans. Strange quickly up the near sideline to the right wing, up top to Clark. Clark fires up a 3. That one misses, and there will be a foul called on Ott on that rebound attempt.
Foul number 10, Bryce Ott. Personal, 14.
It's the 4th team foul for Oshkosh North, the first one for Ott.
If you noticed, all their three-point attempts are from the farthest line. There's a college three-point and a high school here, and that's one of the points the Stoughton coach made out, that it's a bigger court, and they have to remind them where to shoot the 3 from.
Foul number 10, Bryce Ott.
Bryce Ott picking up a second foul. So he's going to head to the bench after back-to-back fouls. So Rohr will check in for him for the Spartans.
My kind of guy. You only get 5 fouls, use them all.
Yeah, you might as well. Hibner driving into the paint for the Vikings, and he lays it in.
And that's a man who's lived and died by the 3, and good to see him driving the hoop there, adding that to his game.
2-point lead for Oshkosh North, 2:28 to go in the half. That 3, no good off the back iron for Stojkovic. Vikings wanting to work quickly before North can get their defense set up. They'll fire up a corner 3 and knock it down. Carter Sullivan with 8 points now. Vikings up 28-27 as we're down to 2 minutes to go in the first half. Roar over to Strange, right wing. Strange up top to Stojkovic. Mitchell, left free throw line extended. That 3 is no good, off the iron. Rebound for the Vikings. Fernholz, right sideline. He's guarded by Mitchell. Circles back around. Sullivan over for Zawicki. He misses the 3, quickly ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell wanted to try and cross over, but he gets fouled just before the shot attempt. That was Fernholz there, who got his paw in. So it's before the shot. It's the 4th team foul for the Vikings.
It's a pretty good recovery on the foul because Mitchell put it right back in, but didn't count.
Mitchell now will fire up a 3, and he buries it. Xavion Mitchell with some big 3s for Oshkosh North. We have a travel on Ty Fernholz, so a turnover from the Vikings. 30-28 to go in the half with 1:27 remaining in the half. Stevie Clark crossing the midline from left to right for Oshkosh North. Strange, left free throw line extended, dribbles into the paint, kicks it out for Clark. He'll fire up a wing 3. That rattles out. No good. Sullivan and the Vikings with the rebound going quickly. Fernholz up top, steps up into a 3. No good. Rebound for the Vikings. Hibner puts it up, but there'll be a travel down low for Hibner. So the last 3 minutes, Dennis, we've seen a lot of travels all of a sudden getting called on both teams.
Yeah, Hibner's 6'3" sophomore. Nice work on the boards there. Kind of wormed his way inside, but shuffled the feet, trying to go up. Every year there's a point of emphasis. You think it might be traveling, the way they're calling it this game?
I have a feeling that might be what we see a lot of this year.
As long as they're calling it back both ways. Officials have been very consistent.
North trying to drain some clock. They lead by 2, 30-28. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the half.
Anytime you're not in the bonus in the first half, and we aren't going to be here with the final minute, that's good. Good thing.
So Mitchell just dribbling the ball. Every now and again, he'll give a little hesitation move to Ty Fernholz, who's defending him, down to 15 seconds now. Mitchell starting to get closer to the top of the key. Gets a screen from Clark to the right wing. Now he dribbles to the left, picks it up at the top of the key. 7 seconds. Roar fires up a 3. Too strong off the back iron. 4 seconds. Fernholz, 2 seconds. Fernholz kicks it out. Mid-range jumper is no good as he tried to pass it off to Ethan Zawicki. 30-28 our score at the half. The Oshkosh North Spartans leading the Stoughton Vikings through 18 minutes of action here in the 60Eight basketball tournament. Is again 30-28 our score, and for over 90 years, UW Credit Union has helped Wisconsinites achieve their financial goals at every stage of life, offering great rates for greater possibilities. Join today at uwcu.org. UW Credit Union is proud to support all the area's student athletes. Make sure to listen to every week to hear who the student athlete of the week is. And speaking of the student athletes, Dennis, we're going to be hearing from our UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Rylan Oberg from DeForest, a little bit later on here at halftime. We're going to take a quick break. We'll get our stats figured out here at the half before we come back and break down the first half of action. 30-28 in the first showcase game of the 60Eight basketball tournament here at Madison College.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here for the best Southwestern food in the Madison area. It's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at PasqualesCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
Every Thursday this football season, huddle up for the Great Dane Huddle, live from the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company.
It was awful. The defense didn't come to play. Special teams, the timing on the offense was off.
I mean, it's hard to win the National Football League.
It is very hard.
All that being said, this entire season rides on one position and one name, and that's Jordan Love.
The Great Dane Huddle with Alex Strofe, Tarek Salam, and Derek Engler. Thursdays at 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
Badger fans looking for holiday fun for the whole family? Get your tickets and join Wisconsin men's basketball at the Kohl Center in December. For more information on Badger men's basketball and to purchase tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
One of the best things about the holidays is going home and spending time with family and friends. One of the worst things, getting there. Holiday travel can be tough, especially driving. If you or a loved one needs help after an accident this holiday season, we're here for you. Our top-notch team of experienced professionals is available 24/7. Be safe this holiday season. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business. With competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is an exciting place to grow your career. Join the collaboration, innovation, and dynamic team atmosphere at Stoughton Trailers, with positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Shop Fleet Farm for hot Fleet Fest deals this Friday through Sunday, in-store only. Like an extra 15% off all kitchen appliances and cookware. And hunters save an extra 10% on all tree stands, trail cams, blinds, and hunting apparel. Plus, you can still save $10 instantly on any purchase of $75 or more with our seasonal savings coupon. Shop in-store for these Fleet Fest deals and more this weekend only at Fleet Farm. Home of everything you need for a very merry shopping season.
Whether you're an artist playing accountant, a barista trying to be a bean counter, or a student just looking to get started, the UW Credit Union app lets you be free to be you. With free credit scores, free online bill pay, and the ability to send money to friends. Because with fewer fees, you can do more of what you love. UW Credit Union, here for every you. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is the 608 basketball tournament on ESPN Madison and Wisconsin On Demand.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Rylan Olberg from DeForest High School. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're a multiple sport athlete, the cross country in the fall, basketball in the winter, soccer in the spring. What's it like to be a multiple sport athlete here? What do you like about it?
I like being a multiple sport athlete because I've made so many friendships and interactions with my coaches.
You're captain in all three sports too.
Yeah.
Right, so there's not one that you can kind of slack off on.
No.
Right? You're the leader. Do
Yeah.
you like being in that leadership role and being a captain?
I do. I feel like since I've had experience for like 4 years in all of them, I just really like to be able to help the underclassmen and helping us succeed.
What's the dynamics between cross country and basketball? Those are sports where the teams can travel together. Are there a lot of friendships between the two teams and support it?
In cross country, we do so much together, so I feel like our teams are pretty close, and like I'm really close with like our guys cross country coach as well. And then in basketball, just like sharing the gyms and stuff, but we always like go to each other's games and support the other team.
What's a highlight for you from the cross country season?
Definitely going to state as a team this year. I went the previous 2 years as an individual, but getting to qualify as our whole team was really special.
And it was special because the section was on your own home course.
Yeah.
That kind of, no one coming in, hey, we got to win this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of knew we had a chance going into it, so then it was just really exciting when we found out that we actually made it.
And in basketball, it's a new gym since you've been in high school, right?
Yeah.
What do you like about that? And in the spring, all-time leading scorer, single season and career for soccer. How many goals so far?
I have 81 career goals.
Oh, that 100 mark's got to be looming there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get it this year.
That's a pretty good goal.
Yeah.
Wanted to ask you about competitive dance. There's something about that somebody was telling me?
Yeah, I was a competitive dancer till I was like 10 years old, so I did it for like 8-9 years.
Did that help you as an athlete?
Yes, I definitely have lots of coordination, which is really helpful.
When you were growing up, did you have any thoughts of doing what you're doing in high school? Was there like a high school athlete that you've emulated, or maybe a relative who was a Norski?
I would say probably my older cousins. They were 3-sport athletes in high school, so growing up I looked up to them.
And we profiled recently a cousin, Tucker Kundal. You guys talk a lot in different sports or support each other?
Yeah, we support each other. We both play basketball.
What's your best time in cross country?
A 1930.
When you were up at state, what's the weather been like? You never know in October. Cold, icy, rain, snow. What's that been like up there for you?
The first 2 years it was like 60 degrees, so it was really nice for like late in October. This year it's pretty cold. Like there was girls in like leggings and long sleeves, but I love that course. It's my favorite.
Plans, you're looking to go to college to run?
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning toward running at Milwaukee next year.
And what are you going to study there?
Kinesiology.
That kind of fits in with being an athlete?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's great talking to you. Our UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Rylan Olberg from DeForest High School. Rylan, hope you have a great senior year.
Yeah, thank you.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
This is the 608 basketball tournament on ESPN Madison and Wisconsin On Demand.
Hey, this is Eric Name of The Athletic. You're listening to Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
30-28 is our score coming into the second half of action here in the 608 basketball tournament. And Dennis, quickly here, as they're just about to start the half, the Canopy Wealth Management keys to success. How did both teams do? We'll start with the Spartans since they start with the ball here.
Yeah, number 1, turnovers take care of the basketball. Number 2 was play solid defense. They've held Stoughton at 2 of 15 from three-point range. Keep trusting each other, especially with not 2 starters were going to be out. Well, only 1 was.
Mitchell on a shot fake.
And
I didn't see the signal there.
I think we got a 3-second call.
Okay. There
And,
were players in the way of the official that blew the whistle on that, so I was like, well, it's a turnover.
Other side for Stoughton, shut down the top 2 scorers. Well, so far 19 points. Mitchell with 12 and Clark with 7. And then handle the pressure, which they've done, and spacing. Again, some of those threes have been a little long.
Mitchell quickly the other way after a turnover and a two-handed slam. Another dunk for Xavion Mitchell as it's a 4-point lead for the Spartans, who go back into their 1-3-1 with Mitchell up top. Has the ball batted away. Fernholz up top at the right wing, and that ball is kicked by Stevie Clark. He wanted that turnover there. Just got its foot on it, but slows down the offense at least for the Vikings.
We had a couple dunks last night, but so far in the 3 games, Mitchell's leading with 2.
Fernholz's 3 attempt, too strong. Rebound by Mitchell and the Spartans. Strange lays it off the glass and good. Carter Strange, his first score of the game for North. Fernholz quickly down to the baseline, kicks it out to Shipper, left wing. Shot fake, dribbles inside, mid-range jumper is good. Sawyer Shipper up to 8 points now after he had 6 in the first half. So still a 4-point lead for the Spartans. Clark able to just get that ball out to Stoyevich, who travels again.
They wanted, the Stoughton officials wanted to travel on the paint, but they got the second call.
It was just a delayed reaction. You know, the sound had to travel from the Stoughton bench all the way down to that other baseline. Sawyer Shipper conducting the offense for the Vikings. Gets double teamed, gets it to Fernholz. Quickly inside Harmon. Harmon able to lay it in. Ben Harmon scoring for the first time. He had a double-double, 15 and 15 earlier this week against Pewaukee in a loss.
Earned the start tonight.
And Clark fires up a 3, no good. Rebound is batted away, and it'll be out off of the hands of Ben Harmon. Bryce Ott was there trying to get the rebound. He was able to just force that ball to go off the hands of Harmon.
Harmon's a pretty athletic guy, but
yeah,
he looks like he could be a heavyweight wrestler too. Stoughton basketball team got away from the wrestling team.
Clark working in the paint, goes left hand and good. Clark up to 9 points now. 36-32, 15:48 remaining in the game. We've got a whistle.
Another travel.
It's going to be another travel call.
If we had $1 for every traveling call,
you and I'd be rich. We could retire, Dennis.
No, we'd be going out to dinner on the basketball team.
Stevie Clark with a left-handed dribble gives it off to Strange between the circles. Strange being pressured by Hibner. Ott right wing, lobbing it inside to Mitchell. Mitchell falling away, able to get the shot in. Mitchell with 4 points this half, up to 16 on the game. 38-32 now, North leading. Fernholz inside for Sullivan. Sullivan can't put it away. And then a jump ball down in the paint. Sullivan not happy with himself. Carter Sullivan clapping his hands after that one. So the ball will stay with Stoughton, who trail by 6, 15-10 to go in the game. Shipper gives it off to Fernholz, has his shot blocked. Vikings able to pick it up, though. There's a whistle down low on the shot attempt. Jacob Hibner was the one that was fouled.
You don't see many three-point attempts get blocked, but Mitchell really got up on that one.
Oh, and we've seen Xavion Mitchell with a couple of dunks in this game. The first free throw, no good for Hibner. Hibner will get one more. Second one from Hibner, nothing but net and good. Hibner with his 3rd point of the game. 5-point lead, 38-33, Oshkosh North. Spartans leading the Stoughton Vikings here in the first showcase game of the 60Eight basketball tournament. Clark dribbling off to his left, has a pass batted away, but it goes right back to Clark. He kicks it out to Strange, far corner. Can't get a 3 off, though. Lobs it into Clark on the far low block. He gets double teamed down low, dribbles, puts it up off the front iron, but it is a foul called on the shot.
So foul on 0, Sawyer Shipper.
Sawyer Shipper picks up his second foul.
At the line, Stevie Clark for 2.
Stevie Clark at the line now. That one's too strong off the back of the rim. Clark on the second one. That one is good. Clark with 10 points now for Oshkosh North, who lead by 6. Shipper getting it across the midline, gets double teamed again. Brown, left free throw line extended, tried to go cross court for Zawicki, but it's batted out of bounds.
Clark says, not in my area. That's a tough pass to make through the paint.
Yeah.
Those usually get picked off. This case just got knocked out of bounds.
But that's what Oshkosh North wants defensively with this zone defense that they love to run. The mid-range jumper, no good for Fernholz. LaShawn Brown comes charging in, and he's able to get the rebound and put it in. 4-point lead for Oshkosh North now. Brown getting his first field goal of the game, or excuse me, his second one. He had 3 points in that first half.
Actually, no, that was one that was taken away.
Oh, they took it away. Excuse me.
It was a play underneath that Carter Sullivan actually was credited with a hoop.
I knew we had a confusion on the scoring and didn't write a detailed enough note for myself to remember what that was.
So now that is Harmon's third foul.
Ben Harmon picking up a foul. Clark hitting his first free throw. Stevie Clark will get one more after these subs get into place. With 13:54 to go in the game, Spartans leading 40-35.
Clark the only one to attempt a free throw tonight for Oshkosh North. Right now 3 of 5.
And the second one from Clark is good. He's got 5 points in the half. He's up to 12 points total.
71% free throw shooter on the year.
Shipper to Fernholz. Fernholz quickly into Brown. Brown blocked from behind by Clark. He's able to pick it up off the deck and lay it in. LaShawn Brown with back-to-back scores down low for the Vikings. Mitchell, right wing, defended by Fernholz. Starts to his left, crossing over, pulls up from the elbow, and from 16 feet, Xavion Mitchell scoring. He's got 18 now for the Spartans. Fernholz at the top of the key. Skips it down low for Sullivan. Sullivan's shot falls, and the foul. So Carter Sullivan fouled from behind. The ball rattled back and forth from the back and the front of the rim. Finally fouling, and he'll head to the line to try and make it a 3-point play, which would also make it a 3-point game. It's the first foul on Stoyevich. And Sullivan is able to make it the old-fashioned 3-point play. He's got 10 now for the Vikings, who trail by 3. 13 minutes to go. Mitchell with the Euro step into the paint, no good. Ball goes out off of Oshkosh North. The Vikings starting to get some momentum.
Early changes. We had 9 lead changes here in the first half, but Oshkosh North has hung on to it since halftime.
They led by 2 at the half. Sullivan down low for Stoughton. Fernholz firing up a 3, and he knocks it down. Ty Fernholz's first score of the half. He's up to 10 on the game, and we're tied at 43. Mitchell Down into the paint to Stoyevich, who goes through the contact and good. No foul called, though. We have a timeout on the floor. 45-43 our score. 12:23 to go on this 30-second timeout as you're listening to the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I'm wrong, I'll jump in Lake Michigan naked. I will.
No one's asking for the naked part.
Why can't it be swimming trunks or short? You really
is there something funny about watching something like blurred, like if my butt was blurred and I was jumping in?
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Presented by Bud Light. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
Follow me.
The GRB Academy is baseball for the serious player. GRB Academy wants to be a part of your plan to reach your potential. Utilize GRB Academy's 52,000 square foot facility, 14 batting cages, and 6,000 square foot weight room. Personal lessons are available year round with over 300 college players and over 150 D1 players. GRB led the way in the Midwest for college recruitment and player development. Visit GRB Academy for more information. The Vikings turning the ball over out of that timeout. Clark quickly ahead, can't make the layup, gets his own rebound, spinning in the paint, and he puts it back in. Stevie Clark with 14 for the Spartans. Shipper along the right sideline has the double team coming. Gets the ball off, quickly down low to Brown. Brown lays it in. 6 points in the half for LaShawn Brown. Stoughton trailing Oshkosh North by 2.
He's come alive here.
Shipper with the steal. He's got one man to beat, and he lays it in on the fast break. Tied back up at 47. Stevie Clark along the far sideline, going from right to left for Oshkosh North. Stoyevich up top. Off to Clark. Now down to Coleman. Up top for Stevie Clark. That rebound taken in by the Spartans. They're able to maintain. Stoyevich fires up a corner three, and he knocks it down. It's a 3-point lead for Oshkosh North. Shipper double teamed on the wing, skips it down into the corner, quickly inside to Sullivan. Sullivan loses it. Able to pick it up is Hibner. Hibner tried to lay it in, no good, but a rebound for the Vikings. Sullivan, the second chance, and good. Carter Sullivan, 5 points in the half. Stevie Clark slowing it down now, crossing the midline. He's defended by Shipper. Dribbling over to his right with a right hand waist-high dribble. Now dribbles between his legs, raises up his right hand to conduct the offense. Doesn't take a screen, goes to his right free throw line extended. Stoyevich. Now around to Coleman, back to Clark up top. Clark into a quadruple team. They'll call a foul on the floor. That's going to be on number 15, LaShawn Brown. That's his first foul for the Vikings. As LaShawn Brown will head to the bench now.
33's moving on every screen. Can you have a look for me? Thank you.
And the great thing about being courtside is hearing the conversations that the head coaches have with the officials. Asking about a moving screen they feel like, the Stoughton coaches feel like Oshkosh North is having.
So foul number 12, Carter Sullivan.
Carter Sullivan was called on the foul there.
At the line, Bryce Ott shooting 2.
Bryce Ott will be shooting 2 free throws, leading by 1. And the first one from Ott is good. Ott now with 3 points. He had 2 in the first half. Ott now on the second one, trying to make it a 3-point game with 9:59 to go in the game, and it is good.
1, 2, 2.
Shipper over to Fernholz, left free throw line extended now to Shipper again up top, and he buries a 3. Sawyer Shipper, 7 points in the half, tied back up 52 apiece. Mitchell Dumping off to Ott, right wing. Now Strange. Strange lobbing into Mitchell. Mitchell gets double teamed in the corner. Tried to get it off to Strange, but that's batted around, picked up by the Vikings. Quickly now Hibner. Shipper fires up a wing three. Nothing but net. Back-to-back threes for Sawyer Shipper. It's a 3-point lead for Stoughton. Ott left of the point, over to Clark, fakes a three, and there'll be a charge. Sawyer Shipper takes the charge. Stevie Clark picks up his second foul. And there's a timeout on the floor. 55-52 to go. Or the score, 9:05 to go. We'll take another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. You're watching and listening to the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College.
Shop Fleet Farm for hot Fleet Fest deals this Friday through Sunday, in-store only. Like an extra 15% off all kitchen appliances and cookware. And hunters save an extra 10% on all tree stands, trail cams, blinds, and hunting apparel. Plus, you can still save $10 instantly on any purchase of $75 or more with our seasonal savings coupon. Shop in-store for these Fleet Fest deals and more this weekend only at Fleet Farm, home of everything you need for a very merry shopping season.
52-55, Stoughton leading Oshkosh North in this first showcase game of the 608 basketball tournament, as this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. And for 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. So Dennis, all the momentum right now is going the way of the Vikings. So what does Oshkosh North need to try and do here to try and slow this momentum down for Stoughton?
Get Shipper in foul trouble. He's had back-to-back threes and then taking a charge. Great job on the court there. A defensive back, all-conference defensive back in football. Not sure what he wants to do in college. He was a baseball player last year, went to track, also football.
Fernholz fires up a three that just rattles out. Rebound for the Spartans. Mitchell, right wing, hesitates, now dribbles into the paint, right hand, rolls around, and good. So right when the momentum is starting to go the way of the Vikings, you know who Oshkosh North is going to go to. That's Xavion Mitchell, the D1 recruit being recruited by the Badgers, Iowa State, Northern Iowa, and Cal Poly.
He
have a turnover now.
Makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Just glides through the lane.
And speaking of the Badgers, two of the coaches, head coach Greg Gard and assistant coach Joe Krabinoff, here to see Xavion. Xavion passes into the paint to Clark, and it'll be a jump ball in the paint. So the ball will stay with Oshkosh North.
We're talking about Xavier Mitchell. His coach said he has what he calls the quickest second jump he's ever seen as a coach. Usually on a shot, he's the first one to get the rebound, but he also gets back up very quickly.
Inbound pass lobbed all the way up top to Strange. Stoilovich, left wing, now to Clark, dribbling to his right to the right free throw line extended. Gives it off to Stoilovich on the far corner, back to Clark, handoff to Clark as it was quickly to Strange's hands for about a half second, back to Strange, right wing, lobbing it into Mitchell on the far low block. Now over to the corner for Rohr. Rohr fires up a three, no good. Rebound for the Vikings. Shipper, right wing, hesitates, tried to go baseline, gets cut off by Rohr. Up top, Hibner, now Fernholz, back to Hibner, right of the point. Hibner, skip pass into Harmon. Harmon misses the layup. Rebound for Oshkosh North. Rohr going baseline, left hand, too strong over the top. Rebound to the Vikings. Fernholz quickly the other way. Fernholz all the way down to the paint. Kicking out for an open three. That one rattles off the right iron, no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Mitchell, right wing. Hesitates, fires up a deep three. Right iron, no good. Rebound Stojlovic, and he puts it back. 56-55 the score, and there's a timeout by the Stoughton Spartans. We'll keep it right here. Before or after the game, Pasquale's Cantina is the perfect spot for authentic Southwest flavors right here in the Madison area. Whether it's to fulfill your craving for red chile, their famous chips and fresh guacamole, or those blue corn tortilla tacos, Pasquale's is the place to enjoy time with friends and family. Visit one of their locations in Middleton or Verona today, or check out the menu at their food online at pasqualescantina.com. Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest, Pasquale's Cantina. So, Dennis, back and forth game. Oshkosh North back up on top, 56-55. And anything standing out from the scoring-wise? I know one of the keys for Stoughton was to try and just slow down everybody else, because you know that Mitchell and Stevie Clark are going to get theirs.
Well, Stojlovic right now, 7 of his 10 points. Hit a 3 and a couple of jumpers here. So he's up to 10 points now. Gives them that third score they've been looking for.
Sullivan fires up a 3 for the Vikings. No good off the left iron. Mitchell with it for Oshkosh North. Mitchell driving in, and he is fouled on the shot attempt. That misses, but he'll still head to the line to shoot 2.
And what did I say? What they need to do? Get Shipper in foul trouble? Shipper drew that foul, number 3.
So Mitchell with a wide stance on the free throw attempt. First one is good. He's up to 21 points now. And the second one, no good off the left of the rim. Rebound for Stoughton. Shipper gets cut off on the double team of this 1-3-1 zone. Hibner on the right side. Over to the corner to Brown. Brown cross court to Shipper. Shipper thought about the 3, drives baseline, skips it to Fernholz. And Fernholz lays it in. Ty Fernholz with 5 in the half, and we're tied back up 57-all. 6 minutes remaining in this showcase game of the 608 basketball tournament. Stevie Clark LaShawn Brown picks up the foul. That's his second foul as he was defending Stevie Clark. Rohr will be the one to inbound the ball underneath their own basket on this near side. Lobs it up to Mitchell on the elbow. Dribbles to his left free throw line extended. Now crosses back over. He's being defended by Shipper. Strange has the ball batted away as he tried to get it to Rohr, but Oshkosh North still keeps it. Clark between the circles to his left. Pulls up from 3, and that one's short off the rim. And then goes off a number of hands, but they'll say it goes to Stoughton.
More magic for football seasons can do to the basketball.
You and Strofe had some kind of little bit of blowouts in your games, and you and I get a tight one here with 5:15 to go in the game. Fernholz pulls up from the elbow, no good. Rohr is fouled as he tried to pull in that rebound.
Number 3 on Brown, it looks like. Yes, it is.
It is on Brown. That is his third foul. LaShawn Brown has 6 points in the half. And that is his third foul.
At the line, Max Rohr shooting 1-1.
Max Rohr at the line. And it's no good, but Mitchell gets the rebound and puts it off the glass and in. Xavion Mitchell with 11 points in the half, 23 points on the game. Shipper right wing. Had the ball poked away for a moment, then fires up a 3. No good off the back rim. Rebound taken in, and it looks like we might have a jump ball. As Strange and Brown were both fighting for it. I thought for a second Brown might pick up his 4th foul.
Awful aggressive in there, but game on the line's got to be down the stretch.
And as I say that, Brown will head to the bench.
6 second-half points, 7 overall. So.
Vikings with the ball inbounded to Schipper. Fernholz right wing. Back to Schipper on the corner. Schipper, hop step, off the glass and good for Sawyer Schipper. 12 of his 18 points here in the second half. 59-59, 4:30 to go. Strange, left free throw line extended. Up top to Ott, he'll fire up a 3, and that hits off the front of the iron and good. 7 points now for Ott. 3-point lead for the Spartans. Hibner gets double teamed on the 1-3-1, passes off to Fernholz, who knocks down a 3. 15 second half points. Or excuse me, I marked that for Schipper. Let's try 8 second half points for Fernholz.
Knotted up again here.
62. Yep. Mitchell firing up a 3, no good off the right rim. There'll be a foul on Ott as Sullivan pulled in the rebound. Bryce Ott now with 3 fouls. So Ott has 3 fouls for Oshkosh North. LaShawn Brown and Ben Harmon both have 3 fouls for the Stoughton Vikings. Schipper running the offense, lobbing a pass to the wing for Harmon on the near side. Up top to Hibner. Tried to get it out to Fernholz. That's stolen away by Clark. Clark going up with the layup and good. Stevie Clark makes it a 64-62 game with 3:19 to go in this ball game. We'll take a quick break with 3:19 to go. This is the 608 basketball tournament here at Madison College.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here. For the best Southwestern food in the Madison area, it's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at pasqualescantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
64-62, Oshkosh North leading the Stoughton Vikings. The Vikings will have the ball coming out of that timeout with 3:15 to go. Schipper walks across the midline from left to right in their all black road jerseys with white numbers reading Stoughton across the chest. Schipper right wing. Dribbles to his left to the top of the key. Fernholz now right wing. Over for Sullivan, into the corner, back to Fernholz up top. Lob to Schipper. Schipper fakes a pass to the corner, back to Fernholz on the wing. Sullivan right of the point. Sullivan jump pass to Schipper. He'll fire up the 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound bounces around, taken in by the Spartans. Mitchell will conduct the offense as he jogs across the center line. Gives it off to Clark on the right side. Clark back to Mitchell. 2-point lead, 64-62 with 2:15 to go in the game.
No shot clock, they'll spread it out.
Yep.
4 corners.
We'll have a whistle. That's going to be a foul on Schipper.
Number 4.
number 4 for Sawyer Shipper, so something we're going to have to watch out for Stoughton is what do you do with Sawyer Shipper? He's been so great in this half with 12 points in the half. 18 points on the game for Shipper. First one from Clark, no good off the back of the rim, taken in by Ty Fernholz.
Second one-on-one they've missed.
Shipper staying out there with 4 fouls as he has it between the circles, guarded by Rohr. Sullivan, left wing, down low to Harmon, who lays it in. Ben Harmon with 4 points, all 4 of them here in the second half. Tied at 64 now, down to 1:45 to go. Clark guarded by Shipper on the left wing. Clark pointing, directing the offense, gives it to Strange up top, holds the ball above his head. Now back to Clark. Clark fakes to his right, tries to go baseline, gets cut off by Shipper. Strange left wing now. Inside 90 seconds to go. Mitchell right of the point, guarded by Fernholz between the circles. Mitchell dribbles to his left, now cuts back to the right. And then we have a timeout called by Oshkosh North with 1:17 to go. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. Pop in or hop online at uwcu.org to join. UW Credit Union is proud to support all of the area's student athletes. Make sure to listen every week to hear the UW Student Athlete of the Week.
And coming up, Ty Fernholz will be a future Student Athlete of the Week, UW Credit Union.
Dennis,
Athlete of the Week.
You can read my mind. I know we did a number of football games together, but I was just going to ask you, any chance that you can spoil who the UW Credit Union Student Athlete might be, and you just knew that's what I was going to do?
We'll be talking after the game about setting up his interview, hopefully for next week, and it'll probably run after the first of the year. We're going to take a little bit of break after our show.
A holiday
next week,
break.
And holiday break for a couple of weeks. Everybody's gone. I won't be taking a break. I'll be watching some tournament games. There'll be a lot of tournaments, hoping to get in for the WBY tournament, the Wisconsin Basketball Yearbook shootout that Mark Miller runs. And I believe that Stoughton is going to be playing in that, by the way. They're going to be playing Martin Luther on December 27th and Kaukauna on the 28th. So a couple of fun. Yeah, they're playing Oshkosh North here. They're going to be playing Kaukauna from the Fox Valley Association here just after Christmas.
So Stoughton almost becoming an honorary member of the FVA at this point. As Clark has the ball with 1:15 to go in the game. He's on the left wing. Back to Clark, over to Mitchell, right wing. Now back over to Clark. We're down to a minute to go.
So
Lob pass to Mitchell.
Who gets the shot, Clark or Mitchell?
And they're just going to go back and
one of them,
forth. Tied at 64. We're down to 50 seconds. They're just going to lob it back and forth.
I'm playing keep away.
Now Strange free throw extended. Long pass back to Clark. Clark holding the ball on his waist, just sidearm lobs it over. And again, it's back and forth. Down to 30 seconds. Fernholz guarding Clark. Clark dribble between his legs. Now over to the right between the circles. And there will be a timeout. The coaching staff for Stoughton livid with the officials. Wanted a 5-second call, but with 22 seconds left, Oshkosh North takes a timeout, tied at 64. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout with 22.4 to go in this one. You're listening to the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College.
Children's Theater Madison presents Madison's favorite holiday tradition, A Christmas Carol. A celebration that sheds a warm glow on the gracious spirit of the holidays. You'll be transported back to Victorian England and watch Scrooge embrace the true meaning of Christmas. A Christmas Carol will be live in the historic Capitol Theater at the Overture Center December 9th through December 23rd. Get your tickets today at ctmtheater.org. That's ctmtheater.org.
This is the 608 basketball tournament on ESPN Madison and Wisconsin On Demand.
22.4 seconds to go. Tied at 64 in this first showcase game at the 608 basketball tournament. Oshkosh North with the ball going from right to left in their white home jerseys with green numbers. Clark between the circles picks up his dribble. Over to Mitchell on the right wing, now down to 9 seconds. 7 seconds. Mitchell driving into the paint, lays up a pass, and it's going to be a blocking foul called on Sawyer Shipper. That's his 5th foul.
So the foul on 0, Sawyer Shipper.
Sawyer Shipper fouls out of the game. He'll finish this one with 16 points, excuse me. 18 points for Shipper as he fouls out with 4.8 seconds. Xavion Mitchell will head to the line.
30-second timeout.
And Stoughton will take a 30-second timeout as this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. And for 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. So Dennis, 4.8 seconds left to go. You've got your Division I recruit in Xavion Mitchell at the line for a 1-and-1 here.
It's exactly what they wanted. You look at the 3 guys that were going to have the ball at the end. Are their 3 best free throw shooters? Bryce Ott at 71%, Stevie Clark at 71%, and who gets it? Xavier Mitchell shoot 80% from the line. And only Mitchell's second time he split one and made 1 and 2 his only other trip. And 2, 4, 6, 7, and Clark is 4 of 7 today. So not a great day from the free throw line. I'd like to see a couple more makes there. Each team has 1 timeout remaining here.
Xavion Mitchell at the line for a 1-and-1. Game tied 64 apiece with 4.8 seconds to go. Mitchell in his wide stance. The first one, no good. Rebound for Fernholz. Fernholz takes it down the far sideline. He fires up a 3. It's no good, but there's a foul on the, and they're not going to say it was a shot attempt. They're saying it was on the floor with 0.8 seconds left. Rohr was the one that was called for the foul. So with 0.8 seconds left, Stoughton bonus yet either, so it's not like they head to the line for a 1-and-1.
That was a good foul. I was wondering when they were going to take that foul. Now they're going to say they're going to put some more time back on the clock.
So they will put more time on. Again, the clock is showing 0.8 seconds here, but Dennis, they're going to go 1.4. So, you know, enough time to at least make some sort of a quick move. You can't put the ball down on the floor, whoever gets this inbound, but who do you think Stoughton's drawing up this play to get the ball?
Well, your best shooter is Ty Fernholz from three-point range, but also Hibner is a pretty good three-point shooter as well. What's Hibner shooting from three-point range on the year? He is shooting 38%. Fernholz at 42%. Carter Sullivan at 40%, and Shipper, who's out, at 36%. So Hibner did have a 3 in their loss the other night to Pewaukee. He had a good look. Hibner missed that last one, so they're going to go back to the well, or they're going to try to get the ball in Fernholz's hands.
So Carter Sullivan will be inbounding on the far sideline for Stoughton. He is being defended by Stojlovic.
Off the screen, get the ball to.
They'll get it into the corner. Hibner's shot is blocked. Overtime in the 608 basketball tournament showcase game. Dennis, you and I always get the good ones. We're going to take a quick break here before we get started with overtime in this game as you're listening to the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College.
Ever wonder how the best athletes find the power to jump higher, cut quicker, skate smoother, drive farther, and stick the landing? At Prevea Orthopedics in Green Bay, we know power starts with the hips. That's why Dr. Michael Ryan and our team of experts provide comprehensive and advanced expertise in hip care, unlike anywhere else. Come to Prevea Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, where we can preserve your hips so you can pursue your goals. Prevea Orthopedics, specializing in you.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we commit to full transparency in everything we do. Because we're a fiduciary, we strive for the highest industry standards and on our ethical duty to put your best interests first. Our balanced approach helps guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape, creating a personalized wealth management experience. Care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
So we have overtime in the showcase game. It's a 4-minute period of overtime. The inbound pass was tipped out of bounds. And already some more controversy, as they're going to say that it went out of bounds off of Oshkosh North. It went over the head of the official who threw up the jump ball.
Going to redo it.
And they're just going to redo it. Honestly, probably the best way to go about this. I couldn't tell who had that. It looked like both hands sent the ball out of bounds. Since we don't have instant replay to get down to the pixel, let's just redo it. So Mitchell winning the jump ball for Oshkosh North. A much cleaner start to this overtime period. Clark between the circles going from right to left. Over to Rohr, back to Clark, right of the point, holds at his waist. Now he'll dribble backwards with a right-hand dribble. Looks like he wanted to set up a screen from Ott, and he does. Drives into the paint, goes off the glass, and good. Stevie Clark, 11 points in the second half of this game as we're into overtime. 66-64, North leads Stoughton. Wanted Fernholz, Clark with the steal. Clark driving in, right hand, and good. Back-to-back points for Stevie Clark. It's a 4-point lead now for Oshkosh North. Fernholz at the top of the key. Skip pass down low, spinning in is Harmon. Up for Clark. Clark on the alley-oop, lays it in. Stevie Clark with 6 straight points, 70-64. Oshkosh North leading Stoughton. Sullivan hands it off to Fernholz. Fernholz has the ball poked away, and that goes out off of Strange for Oshkosh North.
Clark classic, Stevie Clark show here in overtime. All 3 shots on in the paint, 2 fast break layups back to back. First one was off his own steal.
Colgate is going to be excited about this one, seeing the performance from Stevie Clark here today. That's where he's committed to play next year. And Hibner buries a 3 out of the inbounds for Stoughton. They trail by 3 now, 70-67, 2:20 to go in this first overtime period.
That's the shot they wanted in regulation. They got blocked.
Mitchell driving in, kicks out corner 3 for Strange. It rattles home. Carter Strange burying the 3, back to a 6-point lead. 2 minutes to go now. Hibner between the circles, guarded by Mitchell. Brown right wing, hands it off to Fernholz, spinning to the baseline. Fernholz driving in, gets some contact. The hoop and the harm for Ty Fernholz. Try to get it back to a 3-point game if Fernholz can. That's the 4th foul on Bryce Ott. Fernholz knocks down the free throw attempt. Fernholz with 18 points now for Stoughton. Nearly gets the steal. The ball's on the deck. It's picked up by the Vikings. 1:40 to go. Working quickly. Hibner. Fernholz, corner 3. He knocks it down. 73 all. 90 seconds to go. 73-73, 1:25. Clark right wing. Ott now to Mitchell left of the point. Mitchell holds at his waist, dribbles to his right, Ott on the wing, dribbles it back out though. Between the circles, Mitchell crosses over, drives into the paint, and there's going to be a whistle and there'll be a foul on number 15, LaShawn Brown. That will be on the shot. So Xavion Mitchell heads to the line. That's the 4th foul on LaShawn Brown. Sawyer Shipper for Stoughton fouled out towards the end of regulation with about 4 seconds left. Got called for a blocking foul. First one from Mitchell is good. 74-73 now. Xavion Mitchell with the ball, couple of dribbles. He puts it up, nothing but net on the second one for Xavion Mitchell. We've just got a quick stop here as there's a little bit of sweat on the floor. So we've got 1:11 remaining in overtime. 75-73, Oshkosh North leads the Stoughton Vikings in this showcase game of the 608 basketball tournament. Hibner with the left hand dribble between the circles. Hibner crosses over, goes to the right. Brown gets it down low to Harmon. Harmon through the contact, and Ott can't believe it, but he's just fouled out as Hibner heads to the line to shoot 2. Or excuse me, that's Harmon who heads to the line to shoot 2. Number 22, not just number 2. So 54.5 seconds to go. Oshkosh North leading 75-73 in this showcase game. So it was just a quick timeout on the floor. Stoughton Health provides trusted care close to home. They're proud to support all of the area's student athletes and wish them all the best this season. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more.
And the line, Ben Harmon.
Ben Harmon shooting 2 after he was fouled on the shot attempt. The first one off the front of the rim, no good. Bryce Ott fouls out for Oshkosh North. He finishes his day with 7 points. And the second one rattling around, no good. Brown gets the rebound, he puts it off the glass, and good. LaShawn Brown getting the dirty buckets for Stoughton today, tied at 75, 40 seconds to go. Clark gives off to Mitchell on the left side. Mitchell holds the ball at his waist. Back over to Clark. They're going to do this again. They did it at the end of regulation.
A little deja vu when we were here before.
We were back and forth. And now Hibner gets up into the grill of Clark to try and force the 5-second. Clark dribbling around down to 15 seconds. And then we have a whistle. It's going to be a timeout. Oshkosh North with 16.5 seconds to go in overtime. Canopy Wealth Management has a balanced approach to help guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape throughout your family's financial planning journey. They will serve as a partner, advocate, and steward to help achieve your goals with confidence. At Canopy Wealth Management, they believe that values matter and strengthen the community. When you work with Canopy, care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. So, Dennis, we've seen this back and forth game that Oshkosh North has been playing at the end of regulation, at the end of overtime here. So I can just hear people through the radio right now. Why doesn't Wisconsin have a shot clock? Why can't we have a shot clock at the high school level? Since we have a little bit of time here, what are your thoughts on high schools getting the shot clock?
Well, this is exactly why you want one. You want to force teams to have to put the ball up. Yeah, at the end of regulation, Stoughton might have had one more possession. Same thing here. I'm in favor of it. I think when talking to the coaches, they're getting ready for this tournament. Minnesota's got one, and it's the first year, and they don't need one.
10 seconds left here. Clark, sorry to cut you off here, Dennis.
Here
6 seconds. Clark, step back 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound for the Spartans. Roar has it blocked away. It's knocked around. We're going to go to a second overtime in the 608 basketball tournament. We're going to take another quick break before we get into overtime number 2. As you're listening to the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day with the family in a rugged and roomy CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days.
See your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
See dealer for financing details.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Hi, this is Dave Kane. You're listening to Madison's Home of the Bucks, a good Karma brand radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Overtime number 2 now between Oshkosh North and Stoughton, and it starts the same exact way as the first one did, with a jump ball going out of bounds along the sideline. But this time they are much more confident in the call.
No.
So it will go to Stoughton to start, 75-75. Hibner running the offense for the Vikings as Sawyer Shipper fouled out at the end of regulation. Gets it into Sullivan on the elbow, hands off to Fernholz. Fernholz lays it in off the glass and good. 77-75 now. Clark off to Strange, right of the point. Now down to Mitchell in the far corner, guarded by Fernholz. Fernholz strips it away. They're going to say he got the wrist. It was at first he had the ball, but then his forearm just caught the forearm of Mitchell. It's only the second personal foul, though, on Ty Fernholz, which is impressive considering he's been guarding Xavion Mitchell this entire game.
But we are in a double bonus situation here now.
And the first one is good from Mitchell. Mitchell now for the second one. And that one is good as well for Xavion Mitchell. Hibner bringing it across the center line with a left-hand dribble. Setting up the offense, dribbles to his right, gives it to Brown, right corner. Brown has the ball poked away, gets it back to Brown though. Long cross-court pass to Hibner. Hibner left free throw line extended. Dribbles between his legs, backs it out. Down to 3 minutes to go. Fernholz at the top of the key, pulls up from 17. Nothing but net for Ty Fernholz. 80-77. Stoughton leading. Or excuse me, 79.
That was a two-pointer.
So we've got a timeout. It's 79. I just looked up at the scoreboard and we stopped the clock to get the scoreboard correct. So it's 79-77. Stoughton leading Oshkosh North. 2:45 remaining in the second overtime period. Strange gives it to Clark, right wing. Up top to Rohr. Back to Strange. Mitchell up top. Fakes the three. Crosses over. Drives into the paint. Has the ball stripped away. Fernholz slowing it down. He's going to be guarded by Mitchell as he finally gets it across the 10-second line. Sullivan. Hibner, right wing. Guarded by Clark. Hibner to Brown, right corner. Brown being harassed by Mitchell. Skip pass into Sullivan, and Sullivan lays it in. 81-77, Stoughton leads. Strange driving in. Rohr has a three blocked by Brown. Ball rattles around. Rohr gets the ball back, and now we've got a foul. Brown has just fouled out for Stoughton. As the ball was rattling around, he just kind of hip-checked Rohr to pick up his 5th foul. Checking in will be Ethan Zawicki for LaShawn Brown. So both LaShawn Brown and Sawyer Shipper have fouled out for Stoughton. And then Bryce Ott for Oshkosh North has fouled out as well. And Rohr hits his first free throw, 81-78, 1:52 to go. The second one rattles out. 1:50 to go. A little bit of pressure coming from Oshkosh North now as they trail by 3. Fernholz gets it across the midline, being guarded by Mitchell. Now Fernholz being doubled. He has to kick it out, and then he turns the ball over. Clark with the 2-hand slam. 81-80 now. This pressure giving Stoughton a few problems. As Zawicki drives baseline, stops, has the ball poked away. Clark bounces it off of Zawicki, and it'll be out of bounds. And Clark went hard into the stands, onto the metal steps.
That hurts. Felt that over here. That was his second dunk, by the way. Now tied with Mitchell. 4 dunks between them, 2 apiece.
Clark's going to stay in there.
He's tough. Both he and Mitchell, coach said, are gym rats. Used to bang it around in there. And
well, and he's already got a black eye, too, so he is tough. Strange fires up a 3, and he buries it. 83-81. We're down to 52 seconds to go. Oshkosh North leads Stoughton. Stoughton will take a timeout with 50.7 seconds to go. 83-81. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities. Stoughton Trailers is an exciting place to grow your career. Join the collaboration, innovation, and dynamic team atmosphere at Stoughton Trailers, with positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. On behalf of Stoughton Trailers, best of luck to all the participants in today's game. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity. And I know that Stoughton Trailers is saying best of luck to everybody, but you know that they're probably leaning a certain way today.
Yeah, you're talking about Stevie Clark. His dad, Brad, won a couple of state titles in 1994 and 96 at Marcus, and 2,000-point scorer. Very tough player and chip off the old block. Brad, an assistant coach on the team as well.
Oh, wow. Marquezan, not too far from where I grew up in Berlin. Yeah, shout out Green Lake County.
Some good teams they saw at the field house.
So
yeah,
50.
Clark, he looks like he's been in a war.
Yeah, he fell. There's the stands here at Madison College. He fell right on the walk up
the middle
part, and it looked like he caught his lower back right on the edge of one of the stands. It's a 2-point lead for Oshkosh North with 50 seconds left, 83-81. Stoughton with the ball. Hibner gets it inside, kicks it out to Zawicki. Fernholz fires up a 3, and it's nothing but net. Ty Fernholz cannot miss today. 84-83. Mitchell, top of the key, inside 30 seconds now. Clark, right wing, tries to go baseline, gets cut off. Up to Rohr, left wing. Rohr spinning around, 14 seconds, the ball goes out of bounds. It's gonna stay with the Spartans of Oshkosh North. The Spartans trail Stoughton 84-83, 12.9 seconds.
By the way, it's 30 points now for Fernholz, 13 in the 2 overtime periods. You talk about a money player here today.
Wow. Clark driving into the paint, takes some contact.
Runner.
And it'll be a blocking foul on Harmon, the and one.
Yes, floater, nice.
So foul number 22, Ben Harmon, 4th personal.
So the 4th foul for Harmon. It's a 1-point lead, and Clark looks to try and make this a 2-point game with 4.6 seconds to go in double overtime. And Stoughton screaming for a timeout, and the officials will give it to them. I was a little worried they weren't going to give him the timeout there. 85-84 our score, 4.6 seconds to go in this game. So Dennis,
that's
plenty
their
of
last
time here.
Their last time out now. They have to be able to get the ball in bounds. So look for Oshkosh. It's only their 7th foul, so any foul is a one-on-one. But do you want to foul with a chance for somebody to make 2 and you lose? So they have to be very, very careful. They want to deny the inbounds pass. And at the same point, especially because Stoughton has no timeouts. So if they can't get the ball in bounds, they call when it's technical. So it's kind of this, catch-22. You want to pressure the ball a little bit, but not too much because you don't want to pick up a foul. You don't want to go over the line and get a technical for doing that either. And they got it wherever Sawyer Shipper, Danny Zweifel had the best line about him. He said, you have to guard him when he gets off the bus. He's that good of a shooter. We just saw that in overtime.
You mean Ty Fernholz?
Ty Fernholz.
Yeah. Sawyer Shipper fouled out at the end of regular.
Ty Fernholz.
Just wanted to make sure we were on the same page there.
Ty Fernholz, rather. He's 13 points here in the 2 overtime periods. He's just been phenomenal. With Shipper out, he's had to take the full load. But the first 3 they hit in overtime, though, was Hibner.
Stevie Clark at the line to make it a 2-point game with 4.6 seconds to go in the second overtime. And it is good for Clark. 86-84. Oshkosh North will call a timeout now to set up their defense as they lead by 2 with 4.6 seconds to go in double overtime. We'll take a quick break as you're listening to the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nordman.
If I'm wrong, I'll jump in Lake Michigan naked. I will.
No one's asking for the naked part.
Why can't it be swimming trunks or short? You really
Is there something funny about watching something like blurred, like if my butt was blurred and I was jumping in?
Kyle, Brust, and Nordman. Presented by Bud Light. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
86-84 in double overtime. Oshkosh North leads the Stoughton Vikings here in the first showcase game of the 608 basketball tournament. Dennis, we keep talking about it all year, but somehow you and I just keep getting the best games. I almost don't want this one to end. Can we go to 3 overtimes? This is just way too fun of a basketball game.
As good as Fernholz has been, Stevie Clark, 11 points in the 2 overtime periods.
4.6 seconds to go. Stoughton inbounds, gets it into Hibner. 3 seconds now. Hibner gets across midline, half-court shot, air balls, and it is all over. Oshkosh North survives for the win, 86-84 in double overtime. Dennis, this was such an exciting game. You mentioned it there just before the inbound. Stevie Clark for Oshkosh North. Just having a spectacular game for the Spartans in this one.
Yeah, and he ends up tying Xavier Mitchell, 27 and 27. 54 points out of the 86 here. And again, one other player in double figures. Stojilovic had 10. So they kept the other ones pretty much in check. Nobody else went off there. We got one other point in double figures, but boy, what Mr. Inside-Outside Clark shows no fear. Mitchell missed the front end of a bonus toward the end of regulation, but he came back. And of course, Clark, with the winning 3-pointer, he gets the MVP for this game.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Stoughton Trailers final haul of the game. Again, 86-84, your final score in double overtime. Oshkosh North taking down the Stoughton Vikings in the 608 basketball tournament here at Madison College.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. We're an independent, fee-based firm specializing in customized investment management, tax-aware wealth planning, and personalized client service. We're a steward along your financial journey because you deserve more than a run-of-the-mill experience. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline,